Live from Glendale, this is an ABC6 News special presentation brought to you by buyatoyota.com, Toyota's official website for deals. Now, here's ABC6 Sports Director Ken Bell and Nick Coit.
Good evening. We are live from Glendale. Yes, Ken Bell along with Nick Coit at the site of Super Bowl 49. We're less than 24 hours away from the big game.
It's so exciting, Ken. We're almost there. We've been previewing it all week. We've been talking to the players. We've been talking to the fans. We've been exploring everything the area has to offer. It's pretty cool down here, I'll say.
Good news.
Yes.
Good news. David Tyree and Eli are not playing in this. No Giants in this game.
You had to bring that up. That's right.
Super Bowl 42.
And they're not 18-0.
That's right.
So there's no pressure there as well.
Right.
So it's a different game. They're not playing the Giants this time. They're playing the Seahawks.
We saw maybe 10-1 Seahawk fan to every Patriot fan down
Boy, they
here.
are passionate, I'll tell you.
But today, we ran into a group of Patriots fans that are all fired up, and yes, they have on their game faces. It's rally time for Patriots fans with the Arizona Pats Club hosting an all-day super celebration.
Go Pats! It's wonderful. Can you imagine Arizona and we got this many Pat fans? Who figures?
And who's your friend?
This is Tap, Pat's cousin, and he'll tap you out if you're not a Pats fan. So we're going to go after him. Seahawks, come on, bring it on. Bring it on, bring it on.
Tap's in luck because his cousin Pat Patriot makes a surprise appearance.
Stuck with the Pats, grew up with them, went to the Switch the Fish game in 1986 with my stepfather, and I've been a Pats fan ever since. Just moved out here, and so happy that our fellow fans are out here with us. Woohoo! Yeah! Hello, back east. Sorry about the snow.
You lived in East Providence. You're now in Arizona, but you've remained a Pats fan.
Always. Always. And as you can see, I'm the only one. This is my license plate off my truck. I'm the only one in the state or the country that has one that's Go Pats Arizona.
That is really cool. And then you're probably the only one that has a lobster hat like that.
I would imagine so, yeah. If you see another one, let me know. I need to buy a second one.
Patriots are going to win. Woo!
Yay, go Patriots! Go Patriots!
What rally is complete without the Patriot cheerleaders? All sorts of surprises today.
My son gave me a call and said, you need to catch a flight out here because Katie and I just bought you a Super Bowl ticket. So,
wow, what was your reaction to that?
I was pretty speechless, wasn't I? I don't think I said a whole lot.
Yeah, he was a little stunned. He was just like, what? How do I have tickets? And I was like, well, we bought you one. He's like, what? What? And I was like, yeah, go to work tomorrow. Tell your boss you need a couple days off and get out of here.
P-A-T-S, Pats, Pats, Pats. P-A-T-S, Pats, Pats, Pats. P-A-T.
Isn't that great? The son buys a ticket for his dad,
That's
and they
great.
will be at the game here tomorrow night.
Was that a Jets chant that I just heard?
No, that was a Pats chant.
Was it?
Yeah, I think we stole that, though, from the Jets.
Hey, they're in the Super Bowl. They can do what they want.
That's right. Owner Robert Kraft, by the way, stopped by later in the rally, gave away some Super Bowl tickets.
Good stuff, Ken. And you know what? This season for both teams has been up and down, and it's taken some turns, especially with high expectations heading into the season.
The Seahawks were once 3-3, then 6-4, then ripped off 8 straight wins, so they're ready for the game, and so are the Pats.
And for the Patriots, well, we'll let this season recap tell you their journey to the Super Bowl.
There's no easy way about it. You just got to grind and put the work in and listen to the coaches, try to make improvements, and hopefully when we start the season, we'll be a lot better team than we are now.
It all started for the Patriots in the offseason. The Pats upgrading their defense with the addition of former rival and all-pro cornerback Darrelle Revis, along with Brandon Browner.
I love competition, and I never back down from any challenge. It's just going out there competing and doing your job and trying to help your team win.
So the expectations were high. Could this be the team to finally win the elusive 4th Lombardi Trophy? The start to the season was less than inspiring. The Pats were 2-1 off the bat, but the wins were ugly. And then the team went to Kansas City, where all hope looked like it was lost. Was there ever a doubt with the team, though?
Never. No. We lost the game. Now let's go win the next week.
The next week, New England came back from the dead.
We're on to Cincinnati. We're getting ready for Cincinnati. We're getting ready for Cincinnati.
And moved on to Cincinnati, silencing critics by demolishing the Bengals at home. And questions of Tom Brady's demise were squashed as the Pats went on a 7-game winning streak, highlighted by a manhandling of Peyton Manning and the Broncos. There were some hiccups along the way, a loss at Green Bay and a tough battle at Lambeau being won, but the Pats finishing with a 12-4 record and their 6th straight AFC East title. After a bye week, the top-seeded Pats hosting Baltimore in the AFC divisional round, a team that haunted New England's postseason past. And they almost did it again. But down 14 points twice, the 2014 Patriots showing what they're truly made of, coming back to win 35-31. That put the Pats in the AFC title game against an up-and-coming Colts team. So the experience beating out the youth as the Pats crushing Indy 45-7 to advance to the 6th Super Bowl in the Brady-Belichick era. Questions of deflated footballs and bending the rules have come up in the past 2 weeks. But looking back on the journey, you can see this Patriots team is deserving of its spot in the big game.
So Deflategate has sort of overshadowed what this journey has been for the Patriots. It's been an incredible journey for the team, but we're going to talk a little bit more about that coming up after this break.
And here's another hint. We're only here because we won't get fined, right? Yeah.
You know why we're
here.
We're
live from Glendale, coming up next.
You're watching Live from Glendale, brought to you by BuyAToyota.com, Toyota's official website for deals.
Set to go, snap, ball down, kick up, kick is on the way, and it is good! It's good! It's good! Adam Vinatieri booms a 48-yard field goal, and the game is over, and the Patriots are Super Bowl.
Ooh, chills.
High five after that one.
Oh,
yeah.
chills. I love hearing Gil Santos make that
Amazing.
call. Unbelievable.
There is one theme that is kind of, again, reared its ugly head all this
Yes,
week.
it has.
Over and over again. Seahawk fans will not let Deflategate
Seahawks
go.
players, too, Ken. We're talking about Richard Sherman, who, right when he got off the plane,
That's
was
right.
talking about it, but then the Patriots combated it with Robert Kraft, and then Roger Goodell, the commissioner of the NFL, speaking about it as well. Here's the week that was in Arizona of Deflategate.
Will they be punished? Probably not. You know, not as long as Robert Kraft and Roger Goodell are still taking pictures at their respective homes. You know, I think it was just at Kraft's house last week for the AFC Championship. You know, you talk about conflict of interest.
I want to make it clear that I believe unconditionally that the New England Patriots have done nothing inappropriate in this process or in violation of NFL rules. Tom, Bill, and I have been together for 15 years. They are my guys. They are part of my family, and I have never known them to lie to me.
Robert Kraft said the other day that he felt that you and your office owed him an apology if nothing came out of the investigation, the Wells investigation. What are your thoughts on that matter?
Well, Bob, my thoughts are this is my job. This is my responsibility to protect the integrity of the game. I represent 32 teams. All of us want to make sure that the rules are being followed. And if we have any information where the potential is that those rules were violated, I have to pursue
Now, the good
that.
news is, Ken, that even though this was a topic this week, it sort of, with the teams, died down as the week went along, and they were able to enjoy what was going on here.
There
in
was
Arizona.
one Seahawk who did not talk about Deflategate. Didn't
Yes.
talk about much of anything.
No,
It was
he didn't.
Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, and he's going to be a tough matchup for this
He sure
Patriots
is.
team, too. He's a guy that just can't be tackled, as the players will say here.
1,306 yards, 13 touchdowns. So
crazy.
Here's the week that was with Marshawn Lynch.
Y'all can sit here and ask me all the questions y'all want to. I'm going to answer with the same answer, so y'all can shoot if y'all please. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined.
Then, on Wednesday...
You know why I'm here. You know why I'm here. You know why I'm here.
But on Thursday, a remix.
I mean, all week, I done told y'all what's up. And for some reason, y'all continue to come back and do the same thing that y'all did. I don't know what story y'all trying to get out of me. I don't know what image y'all trying to portray of me. But it don't matter what y'all think, what y'all say about me. Because when I go home at night, the same people that I look in the face, my family, that I love, that's all that matter to me.
So why is Marshawn Lynch like this to the media? His former teammate Brandon Browner clues us in on Marshawn the person.
As a person, he's a really great guy. You know, he's got a unique personality. He'll lighten up the room. I don't think he should be required to speak to everyone. I think, you know, he should find a group of guys that he's become familiar with and, you know, talk to those guys.
Unique is a word many Patriots players were throwing out when talking about Lynch.
You don't really see a lot of guys with a running style the way that he has and to be as big as he is and move the way he does.
Whenever you have, you know, a bunch of highlights where you're breaking 6 to 8 tackles, you know, that's not normal. He doesn't feel he should be tackled.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Boy, he is tough to the media, and he's going to be tough on the field for the Patriots.
Absolutely. How much money does Tom Brady make?
I guess like $8 or $9 million.
Do you realize that 52 quarterbacks in the NFL make more money than Russell Wilson?
That is
$2 million a year.
Third-round pick and a sixth-round pick playing in the Super Bowl as a starting quarterback.
And Russell Wilson looks a little bit like Brady's young career.
Yes, he does.
Here's the two quarterbacks talking about that. Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson is on the verge of having a Tom Brady-like start to his career. Brady won 3 Super Bowls in his first 4 years. The 26-year-old Wilson has 3 straight playoff appearances and can win a second consecutive ring on Sunday.
To be here back-to-back years, it shows a lot about our football team and what we can do, and it means a lot to me just to be able to come back and have that championship mindset throughout the whole entire season and to potentially win back-to-back years. It's huge.
Meanwhile, Tom Brady is looking for his 4th Super Bowl ring, tying him with his boyhood idol Joe Montana and Terry Bradshaw. Brady doesn't really know his counterpart from the Seahawks, but certainly admires his game.
I never really talked to Russell much. I've been on a few email exchanges with him through a mutual friend, but he's a phenomenal player. I mean, just from the outside looking in, he's his 3rd year in the league, and to be in the Super Bowl twice is a great achievement.
Just email buddies.
Yeah,
so far.
And 2 outstanding quarterbacks that we're going to have the privilege of seeing here in Super Bowl 49 tomorrow night.
2 outstanding coaches as well. We're going to take a quick break, but coming up, we're going to explore the past of Pete Carroll, who was once the coach of the New England Patriots.
And Brown grad, and now a star, who scores touchdowns for the Patriots. James Devlin coming up as we're live from Glendale.
You're watching Live from Glendale, brought to you by BuyAToyota.com, Toyota's official website for deals.
The Patriots looking for a second Super Bowl title in 3 years from 41 yards. Looks good.
Oh, that was a great game.
It was one of my favorites ever, I would say.
And 0-3, then the Patriots won it again in 0-4,
Yes.
and Seattle now tries to become the first team since the Patriots to go back-to-back with Super Bowl wins.
Crazy. It's been 10 years since that happened.
Hard to
Ken.
believe.
Hey, Ken, do you know who was the coach of the New England Patriots before Bill Belichick?
Well, I think it was before. He wasn't called Pom Pom Pete at that time.
No, he's now Pumped and Jack Pete.
Yes,
he's
exactly.
gone through an evolution since leaving the Patriots. And here is Pete Carroll's journey to where he is now as the head coach of the Seattle Seahawks.
I think this is a wonderful match. I love that I have the chance to coach this football team.
You remember that guy? It's the coach Bill Belichick took over for in 2000. It's Pete Carroll, now the head man of the Seattle Seahawks. But the old Pete from his New England days is a lot different from the current Pete.
I've been through so many experiences since then, so many challenges, and really, it's really just about evolving, as a coach and as a man.
He has evolved into a 2-time NCAA champion and Super Bowl winning coach.
There's been so many experiences that have come along, and so many opportunities to expand your thinking and the way you do things and the way you handle situations and people and all of that. I'd like to think I'm a beneficiary of a lot of really good experiences that have really helped, and so that I'm doing things better than I've ever done them before.
His style, outlandish, passionate, open, is a direct contrast to the hard-nosed, tight-lipped ways of Bill Belichick. But both work now, and for Carroll, the days with the Patriots were his trial and error.
We're getting out of practice what we were expecting, and we'll just see what happens. There was a lot of days back in those years when, man, I was just winging it, trying to do the best I could and figuring it out. As everybody does when you get your first job opportunities and your first challenges. You can only go with what you got, and sometimes you do the right thing, and sometimes you don't. And like we were saying earlier, hopefully you make the good choices and turns in your direction so that you make better choices and demonstrate more closely, the person that you'd like to be.
Pete can also remember his training camp days with the Pats at then Bryant College in Rhode Island.
Yeah, I remember working at Bryant College. I remember riding my bike to practice, because it was a long ways to the practice field and getting a bunch of garbage about doing that.
Ken, just the 3rd coach to win an NCAA championship and a Super Bowl.
Fired by the Jets, fired by the Patriots, a winner with USC, and a winner with Seattle.
Sometimes trial and error just helps to find success.
Let's talk about some crazy plays. You had a fun time talking to the players about who they'd like to be.
Media Day was great. It was on Tuesday at the U.S. Airways Center downtown in Phoenix. And I asked some of the guys, because the Patriots during the postseason, they've run trick plays with Julian Edelman throwing the ball and Nate Solder catching a touchdown as a tight end. So I asked some of the guys, if you had a chance to be in a trick play, what position would you want to play and why?
Probably wide receiver. They got to send me on a reverse or something. Just let me get the ball and go. Yeah, so, hey, maybe you write that. Say that's in the game plan.
I did go to Purdue as a tight end, so I wasn't a defensive end at Purdue. I was moved to defensive end.
So maybe Rob Ninkovich could end up like a Mike Vrabel type in the Super Bowl?
I'm happy that, I have that number 50 to carry on a tradition here. He had a tremendous career here, and I'm still trying to fill his shoe size.
There were a few different answers from Patriots players on this topic, but a lot of them said
quarterback. Definitely. Touch the ball, be out there and make a play. I definitely want to play quarterback. That's the position I played in high school, so I definitely want to go back there.
I might come after Tom, bro. I think I want to play quarterback, bro. Look at where's he at? He's somewhere He's over there somewhere. He's got all the people.
I like throwing the ball. Yeah, I've always dreamed of throwing a touchdown pass, or, I like even playing running back.
Do you think they could pull it off, and do you think they could pull it off better than you?
No, they couldn't play quarterback. They're in a perfect position. They chose the right position for them.
Tom Brady weighed in on this. He said, hey, guys, keep your day jobs.
Right there, you saw it. Hey, Ken, speaking of day jobs, there was a guy who in college had a day job that's different from his everyday job with the Patriots.
Amazing.
Yes, James Devlin, who went to Brown University, was a linebacker for Coach Phil Estes, now the fullback of the Pats, scored in the AFC Championship. And we caught up with him on Media Day as well, talking about his journey to this point. Excited to be here playing in the Super Bowl with the New England Patriots?
This is an incredible thing. It's really surreal, and I think it's finally starting to hit me that I'm going to the Super Bowl, and this is it's incredible. It's a dream come true, and I'm really appreciative to be here and just trying to enjoy every minute of it.
Devlin has seemed to enjoy every minute of being a Patriot. Coach Bill Belichick and Tom Brady raving about their fullback this week.
Good blocker, helps us in a kicking game, really smart, doesn't need a lot of reps. Very dependable, durable, tough, there every day, gives you a great effort, great team player. You know what you're going to get from him 7 days a week, really 365 days a year.
I love James, and I think he's the best fullback in the league. And he doesn't get a lot of credit for it because he doesn't get as much opportunity, but every time we call on him, he delivers.
High praise for a guy who was a linebacker at Brown University. But Devlin made the switch in the NFL to fullback, and he doesn't seem to mind where they put him on the field. He's just worried about doing his job.
You got to go out there and do your role and do your best at whatever the coaches tell you to do, and that's something that I learned, young in my career at Brown. I tried to just go out there and do my best whenever I could, whenever I got an opportunity.
And now the opportunity for a ring is in sight. Devlin credits Brown coach Phil Estes for helping him believe in a goal like this.
I think Coach Estes, he gave me all the belief that I have today. The guy's a great coach, and he taught me a lot. He taught me a lot about myself, and he kind of nurtured my dream.
Boy, you have to be happy for a guy like that. And Nick and I know him as one of the nicest guys on the team.
Got a great education. Go Bruno, right? Hey, coming up after the break, it is the night before the game, Ken. We're going to hear from the players and what they may be doing at this very moment.
And we're going to give Vince Wilfork the final word when Live from Glendale continues.
You're watching Live from Glendale, brought to you by BuyAToyota.com, Toyota's official website for deals.
It was about one fight against 31 other teams to try to win this Super Bowl and win that trophy. So we're happy that we did it, and I'll leave the comparisons and historical perspectives to everybody else.
3 in a row, 0-4. They want to make it 4 in a row tomorrow. Welcome back. We're live from Glendale. The players go to bed tonight dreaming about playing here tomorrow night.
And I asked them this week, Ken, what they may be doing at this very moment, thinking about playing in the Super Bowl tomorrow.
I look over my plays again, some calls, some details in the script, and I'll lay my head down, go to sleep, wake up, and get ready to go.
These guys always laugh at me because
I always get a bunch of coconut waters before I get ready to go to bed. And they're like, oh, here he is with the coconut waters again. They always ask me, do you even like those things, or are you just drinking them just to hydrate?
I mean, I'm just going to probably, we'll have some meetings, and I usually just pass out, so hopefully I can pass out.
What's important for me is just going over my playbook, making sure I got everything, and just get some rest.
I tried to be superstitious before. It didn't work out. Yeah, didn't duplicate for me.
So you're switching it up this time.
Yeah. So I wear different shoes, socks, shirt underneath my jersey, music I listen to. What time I go to bed, all that. But one thing I'm just hoping, Family Guy or Cleveland Show, American Dad, something's on Cartoon Network.
Hanging out with the Griffins the night before the Super Bowl.
We have got to grab some coconut water before the big game.
Yes, we do.
Vince Wilfork, Tom Brady, the only two players on this team that won Super Bowls. Vince in his rookie years, so we give Vince the last word on what it was like to win as a rookie.
Hail Mary. Down the middle of the field, and the pass is picked off by Harrison.
Everybody asks me what it feels like to be a Super Bowl champion. It's something that you really can't put into words. It's just the feeling that you have being a world champion, that everybody look at you as a world champion. That's being on that field after the game with your family, your friends, organization, the confetti coming down your colors. And I always tell people it's the feeling that you have after being able to win this game is what you're searching for.
That's a memory that he has in his mind. He wants to experience that again tomorrow night here at Super Bowl 49.
Yes, he does, and they want to top off this season, maybe in a fashion like this, Ken.
It was awesome, man. We worked hard for it. We deserve it.
We put ourselves in a good position. Getting into the playoffs, won 2 good home games, and now, we're in the Super Bowl, so it's pretty sweet.
It feels crazy, man. A lot of excitement, a lot of mixed feelings. It's a long time coming, I would say, and we have one more game left. But we're going to enjoy this one.
Man, I didn't know what was going to happen, but I couldn't have pictured any better than this.
It's unreal, man. This is my first time ever winning, anything in this league. So, I'm going to enjoy it while I can.
Your goal is to play in the last game and win it, and we're playing against the defending champs, so it's going to be a tough task.
Want to thank everybody for watching our coverage from Arizona this week. We had a great time. We want to thank our hardworking crew, too. Editor Ethan Lopez, our go-to guy, Matt Blanchett, producer James Swersman, photographer Paul Duddy, Nick Coit, Ken Bell. Quick prediction?
Quick prediction. All right, Patriots 24-21. They win their 4th Super Bowl.
They win the 4th Super Bowl. That's a close one, Ken. I think it's going to be a little bit more stretched there. I think it's going to be 27-17, and I say the 4th Super Bowl for the Patriots.
For Mr. Optimism, I'm Ken Bell. Have a great night. Enjoy the game.
Take care.